Hello and welcome to another episode of the Goal Line Conversation podcast. My name is Michael.
Jared,
We're doing
waiting
this a
day,
little bit.
waiting day.
Which are you singing your name again?
No. Remember that song? Waiting day, Babel.
Bro, that's some old school jams, bro.
I just remembered it.
That's some old school jams, but welcome to another episode. We're doing things a little bit differently today. Mr. Jared over there got caught a cold, and he's trying to be a good guy, trying to not get me sick. So I appreciate the heads up.
The things you do for your friends, the things you do.
Thank you for not getting me sick. Because if
You're
you got me
welcome.
sick, that means you got my daughter sick. If you get my daughter sick, we're coming to your house. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna
All
camp
I,
at your house.
all I know is that I fear one person in your life, your wife. So I don't want to be on that bad side.
Oh, all right. Amazing stuff. How's it going, man? It's been a while, man. Summer body, summer life. What's going on?
Summer body did not come.
Somebody did not come. Somebody
Summer,
did not make it in time.
summer body did not make it in time.
So
It's
it'll be
like so
winter
now.
body.
Winter body, exactly. So that's the plan. It's like you're gonna do a winter body and then go on vacation to a summer place, like the Caribbean, and show them the summer body. Summer
Uh,
body did not body as it's supposed to be.
but you've
It's
been you've been on vacations, couple of vacations, right?
I was on vacation, yeah. It was definitely that Dubai trip really messed me up.
Oh,
And
okay.
then 4th of July too also messed me up because then I was just eating terribly. So yeah, so I'm a work in progress. Jesus knows my heart. He knows that where I'm gonna be at.
All right.
What about you? Oh yeah, it
Me,
was your it
me.
was your birthday like last week.
Yeah, I was in DC for my birthday. I stayed with my sister. Shout out to Debbie. Debbie, shout out to you. She was in I was in DC because she lives there. And we went there, got some good food, went to the museum. I actually went to the museum on my birthday. I went to the Museum of is this International Spies or Spy Museum, one of those
Oh,
two.
I've been to that one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It was pretty nice. At first, I wanted to go to the the one that had the airplanes and stuff like that. I forgot what they call it.
The aerospace museum. I think I've been
Yeah,
to that one too.
yeah. They had one other name they called it, but when I got there, the line was not lining. So I was like, nah, bro. I like it's too hot out here to be standing in line with a baby that can wake up at any time and give
Oh,
us a
you
run
took the
for our money.
baby to you to the museum.
Yeah, she was actually good. Isabella
Oh
she was
yeah.
great. She
You are at
she
that point in your life when you have to take the baby with you to go to start doing things.
bruh. I literally because like the tour of the if you've been to the spy museum, like the way it goes is like you go into like this debriefing room or something like that where they give you like this whole deal about spies and how they've helped America and whatnot, like how would they kind of take you through an experience like, oh, you could be a spy too if you can do stuff. So there was like this cinematic view going on, and I was high holding my baby, and I was like, please, baby, this is not the time for you to yell or cry. Do not embarrass daddy and mommy. Do not embarrass us, please. I beg you in the name of God. Just stay quiet. And she was out there just like she was looking at other people just sitting down watching, and she didn't say nothing. She was like, at one time she wanted to say, you know, to make noise. I was like, please, girl, please, I beg you, please. Don't make us that parent. Like, what kind of parent brings you out and ruin the experience? So she didn't say anything. She was just cool. She was calm, collected the whole time, and
And you were
she
so
didn't
proud.
make a fuss. I was so proud of her. I was like, "That's my daughter right there. That's my daughter. You could go to a museum with my daughter." It's like, Daddy flags already. I got those cards ready, man. I got those cards ready. You survived the museum tour. Boom, that tag is on you. But yeah, it was a beautiful experience to have with my daughter and my wife. And yeah, we just chilled, ate food. I got to DC. I had to do me some Nando's. Anybody who knows Nando's, when you go to DC, Maryland area, you go to England, you got to get to Nando's, man. If you're not getting to Nando's, I don't know what you're doing. That's what I'm gonna say.
Nando's should pay you for this ad you keep giving them.
I
Like
know, right?
we
Nando's,
always talk
yo,
about
come
Nando's
on, be a
every single
sponsors,
time.
man.
Oh my god, Nando's. There's other places to go to.
Nah, Nando's is the first place. Like as I landed, my sister was like, "What food do you want?" I'm like, Nando's. We want Nando's. That's what we want. I don't want anything else. Just Nando's. All right. Let's get into our conversation for today. Well, the
So
Euros
first
have
of
been
all,
going
you
on.
have to say you have to apologize
Why?
Because when we spoke about it a month ago, or it was, I
Hmm.
can't remember when it was, I was telling you England to go far, might even win it. And you were out here talking, nah, France got it, France got it. Where's your France team?
That France team disappointed me. I will come back to them. Maybe I don't owe Southgate. Let me be clear. I owe England players an apology. But that Southgate brother, look at me. Southgate, you as a best, I don't owe you any apology. You are getting bailed out after bailout. Like if there was a recession, this man's name, Southgate, will be the name that they call. Bailout after bailout after bailout, just getting bailed out every second of the day. So I do not owe Southgate any apology. But I do owe England fans and England players, I do owe them apology because in my last, if it be you, I came for them a little bit. So I offer my apologies with an asterisk because if they don't go ahead and win this final, hey, content is loading. What did I say? Content is loading. Just win it all because if not, we are going to go and get Sunday Olise to come and coach the England team. Sunday Olise will be the one that come and save you people. That's the only way I'll get off your backs.
Nobody deserves that. No team deserves that. No team.
All right. So Euros has been going on. What have been your impressions about the Euro so far? Let's start with that.
Yamal is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely. Barcelona have found another one. I hope this time they don't use him and basically destroy him. They actually let him grow old. That guy. At first, I didn't get it because I was like, I don't know exactly what is happy about him. But the more I see him, I'm like, this is a 32-year-old man in a 16-year-old body.
Bruh. We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna go back, but just your general feelings about the Euros, the games. Have you been impressed? Has it met your expectations? Because typically with the Euros, like you have like worldies after worldies. You have like those seasons. Like remember, well, no, that's the World Cup. I was thinking about. Remember that Van Persie like header? That was the World Cup.
Oh yeah, no, that was the World Cup. That was the
That
World Cup.
World Cup. But like, there's always some kind of clip, something that is always going on with the Euros, and it's always been
I
something
mean,
to look
I
out for.
haven't really
What
been
have been your
surprised.
impressions so far?
I have not been surprised
Mm,
based on the lineups. No one has really been like, oh my god, that was an upset that I was surprised about. Everything seems kind of like what I would have expected.
mm.
Because I'm even going through the league, like the groups right now. I
Yeah,
guess the only one I was surprised in is Group D. Austria won the group,
yeah.
while France came second, Netherlands was third. But other than that, most of these groups basically just followed exactly what I expected.
Mm.
It has, I wouldn't say it's been boring, but it hasn't been like, oh my god, where did that team come out from? There's no Iceland. There's no
Yeah,
Iceland of like 20 whatever
yeah.
here.
Mhm.
So that's a big one. Yeah, no, nothing surprising.
Yeah. Me, I have been bored. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be that guy that says it. I've been bored. The games have not met my expectations as I thought they would. We have seen multiple overtimes that lead to nothing. They all go to whenever a match goes into extra time, it just goes. The only one was the England versus Slovakia game
Mm-hmm.
that England just did a smash and grab basically because that's what you call that. That was a typical smash and grab. They did a smash and grab extra time, like first couple of minutes in extra time they scored. But other than that, whenever an extra time comes, it's always going to penalties. The teams that I was thinking will come out like just full blown talent, like being shown, like England has not met the expectations. I understand that they made it all the way to the finals, but with the talent that they have, the results that they have on the par. France, absolutely under par.
But
Portugal,
hold on.
ridiculously under par. Like it's insane how it's
Why is
insane how
Portugal on the par?
what?
Why is Portugal on the par?
Portugal is under par because like look at the talent that they have. Look at the players that they have. Like it's ridiculous that they have that amount of players
Yeah.
and
And they didn't get where? They didn't get to the
and they
final?
stuck with Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the only person up top. It's like Ronaldo is the one that has sense. Like,
Ronaldo literally plays everything for Portugal. These free kicks,
bruh.
penalties, corner kick. Like,
Nah, I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing Ronaldo's face everywhere. Like, bruh,
do you think
you're not the only
this
one
is his
that
last?
exists in life.
Do you think this is his last big
It
tournament?
has to be. It
I don't
has
see
to
it.
be. If it's not, like,
I don't see it.
Yeah,
He's gonna pull on
like
LeBron.
like if it's not like there has to be some sort of investigation, bro. Like I don't know how it cannot be his last.
How old is Ronaldo Jr.?
Right?
He's gonna pull on LeBron.
It's
He's gonna
probably
pull
the
on
same.
LeBron.
It's probably the same as what do you call him? Probably the same as Lamine.
Ronaldo Jr. is 14 years old. So
They're 2 years different, literally. I bet
exactly.
Ronaldo I just torturing that
Ronaldo
small
is
boy.
going
Look at
to.
Lamine. Look at Lamine. Does he have two heads? Does he
I'm
have two
saying
heads?
he's probably gonna do that. He's probably going to
You
push
probably like look at
and wait
Lamine.
until he comes.
Look at this instep. Look at that. Leg over. Boom. Score. Your own. Every time it's over the bar. Over the bar. You have not even entered one first team yet. Out there pressuring that poor kid. He's like, look at me. I have 6 packs. What's your excuse?
But back to your thing though. And what like Portugal, you felt like they should have gone further?
Yeah, I thought Portugal should have gone further. Like
so they should have beat France.
if they should have won that game against France. France did absolutely nothing. Like, because when France started misbehaving and they were doing what they were doing, I was like, okay, at least Portugal, please rescue us from this madness.
Yeah.
Like, please be the one that steps up and actually show this France team that they're not what they think they are right now. And they literally went all the way to the to the extra times and penalties. And I'm just like, and in the game against France, we're talking about Portugal, they outplayed them. They outplayed them. There was no way that France had any chance in the second half of that game. They outplayed them. They didn't take their chances. Ororo becomes virgin oil. Ororo turned to virgin oil. That's what let's call a spade a spade. Ororo turned to virgin oil, becomes non-existent. And I'm just looking, I'm just like, what's going on? I'm looking at Ramos. I'm looking at Jota sitting on the bench, and the incompetent Martinez did not think that at one point, like, let me take this old guard out because he doesn't have the cojones. Doesn't have cojones to say, let me, because the last person that took Ronaldo out is no longer at the job. So the guy's looking at job security. So from my point of view, I've been bored a little bit. It's been under par. It's not met my expectations. My expectations of Euros Summer League is like everybody comes to their best, because this is like, if you look at it, this is like a pre-World Cup. If you think about it, in some it's a kind of a pre-World Cup. Like, start getting yourself ready for World Cup and show me what you got coming to World Cup. And you are still showing me some old guards, people that cannot score. Hurricane that's out here tired. That is just that man. Like, everybody knows that Watkins or Ivan Toney should be the one leading the line, but because of political reasons, Southgate keeps playing that guy.
Say that.
So anyway,
that's
that's my verdicts. I've been bored. It's underwhelming. Euros for me.
England has been underwhelming because they have the best team in the tournament, and their coach is useless.
Yeah,
that coach needs to go. Even if he wins, he needs to still go.
Like, they need to do a Di Matteo for him.
Like, just be like, thank you so much. They give him a pat on the back. See you later. But he needs to go. But I feel like England has been disappointing, not because the players have been terrible, but because the tactics have been horrible.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say this, but Shaw shouldn't have gone. Shaw should have been back home chilling.
That decision alone is a fireable offense. Like, that decision alone, you cannot tell me that you are short of left backs in the whole England. Like, when you look at the Premier League and you say, let me look at left backs that are available. You cannot tell me that the one person that you saw, the only competent left back, is the one that is injured, that is not able to play. I don't think Shaw played the whole 90 minutes.
No. He didn't play the whole group stages because he was injured.
So what's the whole point of taking him?
Hey, ask your coach.
Man, that man. Anyway, let's dive into.
One question I have: who has been the most disappointing team in this whole thing?
Most disappointing team is France. Actually, I was gonna say England, but it's actually France. Do you know that France only scored one open goal, and that is the Kolo Muani goal that they scored against? I think that was scored against. Is it Portugal? I think it's Portugal. Who they play last year? It's Portugal. No, Spain. The Kolo Muani goal against Spain is the only open goal that they scored by themselves. I'm not talking about own goals here. I'm not talking about no own goals.
France was disappointing. I give you that. But
They
then
they
again, I was also looking at right. I think it
who
goes back. I want you to look at the squad. Are we surprised? I mean, they have attackers and they have defenders, but
hmm
they have no playmaker on the team.
yeah. They literally have no playmaker. And what was a little bit disappointing for me is the fact that they had they had players such as what's his name? They had players such as Olise going
Yeah, yeah. Olisa
to the
was home.
Olympic squad. I'm like, what's going on there? And I'm pretty sure there are other players that are even missing. Bring Benzema. Bring Benzema. They don't have a striker. Kolomuani and whoever they have there is not. They're not striking. The striker is not striking.
Mbappe.
Mbappe is not a striker. Mbappe is a winger. Mbappe is a winger that is supposed to be playing as a forward, but will never agree, but will continue to play the wing because he likes to run up and down. Because the truth about it is that, and it kind of shows something that I'll come back to later. It just kind of shows like where what the expectations are from Mbappe and
Yeah,
what is actually like what the guy actually wants to do. And those two things are like very, very separate things. Like they expect him to be that number 9, go forward person, just run at their back line and be the goal scorer finisher. But Mbappe is like, I'm a flag guy. I want to stay on the wing. I want to be out here throwing leg overs, step overs. I want to give them the shimmy a little bit, give that shimmy, then call into the right and score. Like that's kind of what he wants to do. So he's more fitted on the left side. So even going to Real Madrid squad, I'm very interested on how he's actually going to fit in that squad. But that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, that France has been the most underwhelming and the most underperforming team that I've seen in.
I agree. And the most surprising was Spain.
Yeah,
That's what I'll
Spain,
say. Spain has been the
bro.
most surprising.
Spain, Spain surprised me. I will not
Because
lie.
I thought they were rebuilding. I'm like,
I,
this
I
team
thought
is
they
gonna
needed like
rebuild.
2 years. I
Yeah,
thought they needed
they're
like 2 years, at
rebuilding.
least 2 years or plus, to at least gather some good players. Let me read out the people that they have in the bench for them. I don't have my phone on me, but let me read out the people I've seen on the bench. I saw Jesus Navas on the bench. I saw Perez. Ayose Perez.
Of Newcastle?
Yeah, not Newcastle. No, of Leicester.
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 What?
Ayose Perez on the bench. Then I
He
saw
made the
some
team?
like some no names that I don't even I can't even pick them out. Like if you say who does that guy play for, I cannot pick them out.
I'm
The people
surprised they
that they
actually
have
made
on
the
their
team.
they literally have no bench. They have no bench. And I'm just looking, I'm just like, how are this team as a
Sorry, I gotta move
squad
this one. Let me see.
making it all the way? Yes, let me read. So they have Ozelu, they have Grimaldo. Grimaldo is good. They have Alex Ramiro. Who's that? They have
Alex
Baena. Like
Ramiro. I
who's
don't know.
that? Lopez. They have Lopez. No, that one. They have Torres, Ferran Torres. Like
Ferran
that
Torres
bench
is good.
so light.
I mean, Ferran Torres is good.
Like there's the one that I like. They're the ones that have actually impressed me the most. Like I like seeing them. I was like, they look very, very impressive.
Um, they have been the most surprising team.
Yeah, definitely.
Belgium didn't actually like surprise me because I just expected
Yeah,
them
I,
not to go
I
far.
knew Belgium was not going far. Everybody knew that. Like everybody that their mom knew that these people are not going far. They are not going far. They went for a stroll. They are coming back very
So,
quickly.
so that golden generation is done at this point.
They're done. They're done. They're done.
Over.
They're done. Lukaku should just hang up his boots if he knows what's best for him. De Bruyne should
It's
hang up
football
his
with
boots also if you know what's best for him. Like I don't see any salvaging that squad. When
I
they
mean,
had the
yeah,
Hazards, when they had the Courtois, when they had the Vertonghen, when they had the company, like when they had that squad, like that's when they should have like actually done it. And they should have done that in the last, like, remember that World Cup? What was it? Is it 20? The one they played in forgotten the last one. The last one is when they, I think they should have actually, no, not Qatar. The one prior to that.
Before Qatar
Yeah.
wasn't that Russia? No, no.
Yeah, I think it was Russia. Yeah.
Russia, yeah, I believe.
Yeah, it was Russia. It's Russia that they should have actually showed who they are and actually gone all the way. But I think they got third or something like that. Some weird
I'm
stuff
trying
like
to
that.
figure out who's the top scorer right now in this whole thing.
Top scorer is between
Own goal and who?
Gakpo. I think Gakpo. Who else? There's somebody else that is a top scorer. I'm not thinking
This
about
is terrible.
what.
It's Gakpo, Harry Kane, and Georges Mikautadze
Nobody even
from
has 4 goals.
Georgia, and Musiala.
Um,
They don't have 3 goals.
Jeez.
And Danny Olmo and Ivan Schrems.
Hey,
Nobody has 4 goals in this whole thing. This has been
nobody
oh
has
yeah,
four.
you're right. This has been
I
terrible.
told you, man. This is underwhelming. A bunch of 1-1s up and down, man. Bunch of 1-1s up and down.
This has been
1-1, 0-0
terrible.
penalties. Like nobody scored. The one match that they catfish us was that Germany versus Scotland game. That's the literal definition of a catfish. Because they came in there 5-0. I was like, damn, this is about to be lit. They're about to start scoring goals, and the goals just dried up.
I feel like also Germany also surprised me because
Yeah,
I couldn't really name like all their players that they had because I was like, I don't really think they
yeah.
like their striker Fulkrug, I guess.
Germany versus Spain is the final that we deserve that we'll never get. Germany versus Spain is the final that
Okay.
we actually deserve. When we talk about football, Germany versus Spain. And I like the way they went back and forth all the way to like extra time. Like I wish they had gone to penalties, but like I would still give
Who were you
Spain the
supporting?
edge over. I would still give Spain over the edge over Germany.
And who were you supporting during that during that game?
You supported who?
No, I said, who were you supporting during the game?
Or during the game, I was going for Spain because Spain just like the way Spain played through this competition, they impressed me a lot.
I
Like
feel like
I
they
will
are
not,
definitely. I had no hope for them. I was like, they're about to be terrible
they weren't even on my
this
list.
season.
They weren't list of my
At
dark
all.
horses. That's how bad they were. Like when I think of dark horses, I didn't even have them. All right, let's switch gears a little bit now. Let's talk about the semifinal games that just previously passed. I want to focus on the specific games that were played. That England versus Netherlands. Obviously, if you're under a rock and you haven't caught up, England went all the way through by they scored was at 89th minutes or something like that. It's
Yep.
like England, they don't know how to score and start a game by winning. It's like you have to score first, then Southgate has to be like, crap, I'm about to get fired. I'll throw everything in, everybody go in, and then like they save him, and then he's like, that's what I meant to do all along. Like that's what their boys are there for. Like, like this man is one of those like when you talk about fake it till you make it, this
But
man is fake it till you make it as a
but
definition.
here's the thing though. If if at this moment, what's it called? Southgate is the greatest English manager of all time
Bro, that's wild.
because
That's a
this
wild
is.
statement, and
But but he is.
I know, like
Southgate
statistically speaking, what he's done for the team, yes,
England.
he is,
No one has done it before.
but I refuse to believe that. Like that's blasphemy. Blasphemy to other coaches that have been there. Like, nah, I'm not taking them, bro. I know what you mean, but it's not flying with me right now.
I just feel bad because it's like he's gonna do it and then to get fired because
Yeah,
he,
he has to get fired.
he needs to go home.
Like this man. I'm watching the game, like Jared. I'm just like, how 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 have you gotten a talented squad such as this, and you are confused what your starting lineup should be? It's as if he was not prepared for this tournament at all.
At all.
Because
He was
when I
not.
started seeing one of the things that frustrated me, and I think I mentioned it in one of the FBU episodes, I'm like, it's when you got to Euro 2024 competition. That's when you realize that you wanted to start experimenting by playing Trent in midfield for 2 games. The first game, everybody said like no work. The second one is like, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Until they started, everyone started like yelling and this thing. Let me dial it back. Going back to the game, I feel like it was the best out of the worst because Netherlands too were not doing it also because it's like you have Dom and Doma, Southgate on one side and Ronald Koeman, who is the field Barcelona coach that everybody knows. Like it's like like that. That's the way I say. Like it was like an underwhelming performance, like an underwhelming competition. I'm like, look at the. This is what we have for semi-final. Like dumb and dumber. Like pick your pick. Like pick your best. And like what's so amazing is that Southgate just has people that can bail him out. He has players that can bail him out at any specific moment. He has the Bellinghams of this world. He has the Hurricanes of this world. He has Kopama that can do something. He has Saka. Actually, let me say Saka for Saka. He has Saka that can do something. He has Oli Watkins that can help him out. Ivan Toney that can give him a last minute header.
He has
Just
a team
has
full
people
of
that can bail him out.
stars. He has a team full of stars.
And he could have
Like,
picked a better team. Like going into that competition, where's Ryan Sterling? Even if you don't like Ryan Sterling,
Sterling, come on.
where's Rashford?
Hold on. You know what? Now I have to find. Now I have to be the bad guy now. Let's go through the whole team. Let's see, England, and tell me
Where's
who
Rashford?
should it be there?
Even if you don't pick Rashford, you carried Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon was sat. That guy has not stepped on the field. The only time he stepped on the field is during training. He trains. He goes with the training squad, and he doesn't step into the real field.
Okay, so let's start with the defenders. Kyle Walker should go.
Yeah, but that man is looking
there.
old though. In this competition, made me see how old Kyle Walker is. Like, we'll keep going. Yes,
Luke Shaw should not be there.
He deserves to go. Yes,
Luke Shaw shouldn't have gone.
Absolutely not. He's injured. John Stones should have gone. Yes.
Okay, Mark Guehi.
Mark Guehi deserves it. Yes. Trent deserves it. Yes. As Trippier, I'd not seen enough of Trippier for me to say yes.
I'm not sure he should be there, or he should be the backup to Kyle Walker or whatever.
Like I didn't see enough of Trippier this season. Like Trippier was excellent the beginning of the Premier League when he was doing all these crossing, free kicks, like all those assists. But afterwards, like towards the end of the season, Trippier looked like a shell of himself. Did you see him cross the ball against Chelsea? Crossed again, I think against Everton or something like that. He just became like, I'm like, what's going on with you, man? So
what about Ezri Konsa? I don't know enough about him to even say if he should be there or not.
Konsa is good. I know Konsa. I've seen Konsa's game against in Aston Villa. Yes, he's a very, very good defender. He deserves to go. Yes.
Dunk.
I'll actually take Dunk ahead of Konsa, to be honest, because Dunk has experience. He has leadership experience. There's so much he offers to the team than just being like if Harry Maguire is injured and Harry Maguire is not going, then Dunk should have been the one leading that like that. He should be part of the leaders of that defensive squad. Like that center back.
So which means and then Joe Gomez.
That's waste pipes. Just drop that.
Okay. One. So on this list, you and I agree that Luke Shaw and Gomez shouldn't be on this. Shouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw should have definitely been. I feel like the guy from what's his name, the left back in at Crystal Palace.
Mitchell
should have gone.
Mitchell absolutely deserves to go.
Chilwell is useless.
Honestly speaking, I would have taken a fit Chilwell, even if he will get injured in the competition. A fit Chilwell over.
Luke Shaw didn't play throughout the whole season. Luke Shaw did not play throughout the whole season.
And like at least Chilwell played some games. He obviously still get injured, but he was fit at the time the season ended. Take Chilwell, take Mitchell. If you have more confidence in if you say you want to try youngster, start with Mitchell. And if you see the boy is shaking, add experience, go. At least take a able body. That man carried stretcher to Euro, and he came back a full person. So he just did rehab. He did rehab in Germany.
Shout out to Germany. United.
And so then, I feel like there's they linked Southgate. He just helping Man U. The only thing that you cannot accuse him of is because he's not pick Rashford, so you cannot say he's a pro Man U person.
Southgate, see, if this was when we had what's his name? What's that useless one? Ed Woodward. Oh, thank God, I'm forgetting his name. Oh my God, look at how God works. if we still had that idiot, Southgate will probably get his position. But with where we are right now, never. Anyway, midfield. You have Rice. He has to go. Bellingham.
Mino should have gone. Mino deserves it. He showed up the last period, the last part of the second half of the season. He showed what a
Exactly.
talent is.
Foden has to go. I mean, he was the best player in
Foden
the
has
league.
but Foden has been terrible. It was terrible against that France Netherlands.
But
Like
that goal,
it
he
was.
almost scored though.
Eh?
He almost scored
Almost scored. He's not scored. Like
against the.
this guy
I
has
mean,
more.
dude, he did everything,
So what?
and
Why?
then
What did he
Dumfries
do
holds
to
the ball
deserve?
at the line.
Eh?
That Foden did against today against the Netherlands. He literally played everything. The ball was supposed to go into the net, and then Dumfries
But it
started.
did not go in. It
You're
almost
making me
went in. It's
defend a
different from
Man
it
City
went in.
player. You're making me defend a Man City player right now. I want you to do that.
I'm just saying, he almost went in. It's different from he went in. I'm just calling it out. Calling it what it is.
Okay. What about Gallagher?
Gallagher, yeah, he's a squad player. Yeah,
Is it?
Eze he deserves to go. Yeah. Who? Your audio cut out.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, you know.
Cole Palmer.
Kopama deserves to go. Had a great season.
All right. Then we have Adam Wharton. I don't know exactly what he
Bro,
does
I
well.
don't even know. I feel like he just did that to be like, oh, I don't know what that guy did to deserve to go to that distance. Like,
Yeah.
I know he came from Blackburn and went to
And he
Crystal
hasn't
Palace.
played him. He has not given him
I
a
didn't
single
see enough
game to
of
even
him. Like,
shine.
I just saw like a snippet of him in the Crystal Palace team that caught form when everybody else was tired. Like, I didn't see enough of him to be like, oh my god, this guy should be a revolutionary like
He's not even
midfielder.
playing him at all. He hasn't given him like a single game.
Like,
He's the one player who him and Gomez haven't played at all.
I don't know why he carried the guy along. He just took him along for excursion, man.
Training
Sightseeing.
partner. Now, this is where you and I have issues because in this forward line, I can't see anybody who shouldn't go. We have Saka, Kane,
Yeah.
Tony, Gordon, Watkins, and Bowen. Out of those 6 players or 7 players, I think it's 6, I can't pick one that shouldn't have gone.
True. Maybe for me personally speaking, I'll have taken somebody more experienced than Gordon because the reason why he doesn't bring Gordon in is because he doesn't trust Gordon. And if you don't trust somebody, why would you take him along? It's the same guy as that Otron guy, the midfielder. If you do not trust the players that you're taking along, like these people are not going for sightseeing. They are there that at one moment I will need somebody. If you need a one-on-one specialist, you have Saka on one side. Look at the whole tournament, not just the England versus Netherlands game. Look at the whole tournament. Everybody knew that England cannot play from that left side. That left side is dead. It's as dead as anything. They don't play from that left side. Everybody, they keep forcing through Saka, and everybody knows that just double up on Saka, double up on Walker. They're not doing anything. They can't play the ball through the middle because they don't have somebody who's like a actual number 10. Because Bellingham is like a supporting forward. Because the way
Yeah.
Bellingham plays, like so he's not really a playmaker. You need an actual playmaker, which is what I don't know what they thought Foden was supposed to do. Because Foden is kind of a mentality of I want to be the one that's finishing the ball. I'm not the one I'm supposed to pass the ball. Foden don't pass the ball. Foden actually wants to
But
finish.
Foden should be a playmaker though, because that's literally
He's
what
supposed
his
to
role
be, but
should
it's
be.
not that because I've seen multiple chances in the Euro in the England games where Foden is like Foden pass ball. You just shoot and just like guy. What role are you playing? Are you a forward? Are you a midfielder? I don't even know what you're playing. Are you a winger? Even if you're a winger, you're not doing any of the job. Forward, you do not score. Winger, you do not assist. Pass, you do not pass. So what are you doing? Like, I feel like after the first 2 games, Foden should just be coming off of the bench because personally speaking, with no bias, I would have gone for either a Bowen to play to play in that side, to play in that left side, or bring in Kopama. Kopama is a playmaker. Kopama is not just I want to shoot because look at that 89th minute goal that he this thing. I'm just imagining that if you tell Harry Kane, because Harry Kane is very stubborn. Harry Kane, you don't know how bad he was. Harry Kane started coming back to be a midfielder. He wanted to play 10 because it's like nobody's serving me the ball. So I might as well serve nobody up top, which is how foolish the guy was. He kept coming to the midfield and invading the space of Bellingham and the Fodens, and he was trying to pick the ball and pass. I'm like, who are you passing to? You are literally have left a hole up top and there's nobody there. So personally speaking to me, you should have brought a natural playmaker that can actually spread the joy, make Saka run behind, make Kane pass the ball to him. But That's all my opinion. Honestly speaking, I think you should have taken, if you didn't trust Gordon enough, which it seems like he doesn't, take a Sterling, take a Rashford. One of them. I don't say take both of them. Take one of them because you know one of these guys are one-on-one specialists. They will run. Rashford will run. That's his specialty. He cannot defend you, but he will run. He will
I
run
would
and
take
just
Rashford.
run. And maybe he will do something.
I can't defend. I can't. I literally can't see why you want to take it in those two players because I get it. The left wing is missing something, but Rashford has been horrible this whole season.
Rashford has been horrible. Sterling is being awesome, but I feel like Sterling has done enough. He has enough in his envelope, like in his. If you look at his reservoir of like who he is as a player, and if you get him the right people, supporting people around him, he has enough in his calendar to say like, nah, Sterling should be he should be decent enough to, even if he let him come as a cameo, let him come in the second half, 89th minute, throw Sterling in, 80th minute, throw Sterling in. You think he will not do something? I just think if he didn't trust Gordon, I support him taking Gordon. I like the fact that he didn't just go with the known faces. I like the fact that he's taking Gordon. But if you look at it, he doesn't trust Gordon. And that's why the guy's never stepped on the pitch at one point. So that this guy will just go the whole finals and he'll be in his training kit. He'll be wearing that vest, that yellow vest. And everybody will be carrying cup. They'll be like, I was at the Euros. They're like, yeah, I was spectating. I watched from the bench.
Why are you hating on this poor kid, man?
I'm not hating. I'm just saying, man. Like, I just give me 1 minute. Like, if I'm that guy, I will swear for him. I will swear, and we'll catch Southgate. And when they fire him, when they get to where they fire him, I will text him. Serves you well.
No. Southgate needs to leave because this team is being underutilized.
Absolutely underutilized, man. I'm looking at the talent, man. Just the talent in there is just like, it's baffling to me how like you can tell me that you can't find a team that would absolutely run through this Euros. Like when you were saying that England should be one of the favorites, I kept looking at Southgate. It's not because of the talent that they have. It's Southgate. That man is the man that will spoil the party. He will use his hand to spoil good things. You cannot buy it for Southgate. He will break it.
Because he really needs to like live because Harry Kane is what, 30?
Yeah.
So the World Cup is in 2 years. Is it 2 years?
Harry Kane can't go. This has to be Harry Kane's last game.
Who plays striker?
Watkins. Ivan Toney. I'm telling you, if Watkins started that England versus Netherlands game, England is winning at least 3-1 or 4-1. Or 4-2. Let's say 4-2.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. And Saka is suffering. Let me not lie. Saka has been suffering. Saka will run, make a cross in for someone to just tap it in. Kane is missing.
Harkin is playing a calm.
He's playing calm. And I'm like, bro, did you mix up your player instructions before you enter the pitch? Every time Saka runs in, they play a ball across the line. No, is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found.
But you know what? But not to spend too much time on England because obviously I think they should win it. But which team have you actually like enjoyed watching?
Still Spain, man. Spain, man. I watched Spain and everybody like. Have you seen Cucurella? I mean Cucurobatos. Cucurobato Carlos. Have you seen that guy play? Like, I don't know what this manager has done. He has carried a bunch of like. He has made a team out of players where you're just like, I see some weakness in that squad. Look at people that they have on their bench now. They have as their defense. They had Nacho. They have what's his name, Carvajal. That's the squad that this man is going out with and saying this is my squad.
Well, who's the coach of Spain?
What? Let me read the first 11 of Spain for you. Cucurella. This is their defense. Cucurella, obviously Simon, Simon and the goal post. We have Cucurella, Laporte. We have Nomad. We have Carvajal. Pedri got injured. Daniel Olmo comes in for him. Rodri, Fabio Ruiz, Nico Williams, Alvaro Morata, and Lamine Yamal. Out of those players, the only people I can vouch for with full confidence and backing, Rodri. I can vouch for who else? I stopped. maybe I give cover. Yeah,
Nah.
Laporte that went to Saudi is looking like a prime player. How he spraying passes like no man's business.
I mean, Danny Olmo is good now.
Daniel Olmo is good, but he came in as a sub. He came in because Pedri is out. So like
Morata has one goal. Okay.
that team they're just impressive. And they didn't win by penalties, they didn't just scrape through. They won confidently.
Do you want to feel old?
What?
Do you want to feel old?
Yeah, small.
You know how old your man's dad is?
Right. That man better not be in his 40s. He better not be in his 40s. If he will make it worse, if he's in his early 30s, I'm ending this show right now. How old is he?
He was born in 92. November 21st, 1992.
So you're telling me Lamine Yamal's dad?
Dude, I saw that. I was like,
I'm Lamine Yamal's dad. Like he can't talk to me anyhow. I will slap him. You know how they do it in Nigeria. Don't talk to me anyhow. I feel born you. This one I feel born you for real.
Dad,
Nah, bruh.
right now could be playing. Be like, you know what? 32.
That's some violation right there, bro. That's some straight up violation.
Kyle Walker is older than his dad.
And he's about to put Kyle Walker on toast, bro. We will come to that later, but he's gonna put Kyle Walker on toast.
Anyway, yeah, I'll just put it out there because I read that today, bro. I was just like for like a solid like 10 seconds. I was just wow. I started thinking. I'm like, I mean, I didn't make it as a player. Maybe if I like done it, I'd have like a 16-year-old now. I would have made it.
I mean, Yamal is out there making millions already for his father. Like, no, boy, that's the lesson. But start your life. Somebody's kid is out here disgracing grandfathers.
Wow.
I'm sure the father is like, I'm his manager.
God. 32.
Wow. Nah, that's hella sad right now. Cause like I'm thinking about that now. I'm older than his dad, bro. Man, why do you have to say that? Now I feel like why do you say that? Now I'm like,
only me would not say this. No, I have to spread it. I have to spread the wealth. I have to spread the knowledge. So everybody can be sad with me.
Damn, that's sad, bro. That's sad. All right. I'm done. I'm done soaking. I'm done. Let's talk about Spain, obviously. Spain versus France. I didn't see any that game did not surprise me. It didn't surprise me at all. And when I saw how confident Spain was, in that second half, Spain showed me something that I didn't even notice that they could have. Is that defensive ability to be able to, defensive ability to be able to hold the line and not break. And they're like, yeah, no, first of all, how dare I? Let's talk about the one and only, the firstborn of Messi's offspring. This boy is being blessed. He's been anointed by Messi. I've seen some social media pictures of him, of Messi anointing him, like literally just holding him, anointing his head. And I'm certain. But Lamine Yamal's goal against France, that has to be the goal of the tournament, hands down. There's no conversation. In fact, I don't know what the Puskas goal of the year is, but that goal got to be one of the contenders. Bruh, that goal was placed. It's like, you know, when you are doing fine arts drawing
Yeah.
and you want to precisely point out somewhere in a whole box, and you're like, there's no way anybody's going to get here. In FIFA, that those target boxes that they used to put, that guy smashed those target boxes. All my FIFA players know what I'm talking about now. When you're in the training mode or you're training free kick and they put those target boxes in those corners, that guy smashed that, bruh. Mike is not a bad keeper. Let nobody think that he's like, oh, the guy could have taken it. Mike, what's his last name? Forgotten.
Mining.
Mine. He's not a bad keeper at all. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. But that man stretched his destiny. He stretched his destiny, stretched his life, prayed to his gods.
There was no way he was gonna catch that ball.
He was like, bruh. And you know what happened before that goal? It's like this man, Lamine, bodied Rabiot. Because I think Rabiot has been talking smack on him.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, Rabiot, they had something. And this man out here straight up bodied Rabiot and just hooked that ball. He hung that ball where you cannot be picked up. Now, that boy is ridiculous, man. We just talked about him and his dad. He's 16 years old. He's playing at the Euros. Bro, this man is playing as a 20, like, when you're under 23, you're going to 23, and you're like, oh, you still have some ways to go. He's playing like he's 23. He's playing like Nico Williams is 5 years older than him.
Yes.
Nico Williams calls him little bro. And this guy, he has cemented his spots in that Spain starting lineup. When they are calling names, his name comes first now. Not Rodri, not Laporte. His name comes first. It's the Messi of the sport. It's the Messi.
It's also kind of crazy though. He's 16 years old. He shouldn't be like being like half this whole country on his back.
But this
guy is outdoing Mbappe.
He is.
What Mbappe was doing last World Cup, he's outdoing that.
Mbappe, like, I think Mbappe look at that guy and say, "Chai, my rain don't pass." So because that guy, there's nothing that he cannot do. I don't see the one weakness that I do see before this game was like I like this guy cannot. Sometimes he doesn't finish when he's supposed to finish. He will pass. He will do a lot of running, dribbling, then pass. Then I was like, finishing, he still got to work on, but it's like he's been shy. He didn't want to shoot.
He's a winger. Does he even need that much finishing? He's a winger.
I'm like, he's been shy. He didn't want to shoot all this time, but now he was ready to shoot. He was ready to shoot, and oh my God! And it doesn't matter. He's not a Robin guy where it's like, oh, I'll push him all the way to the left, and he can be useless. No, he can anywhere he wants to go. It's his free reign. The earth is his footstool.
I think for me,
and he does what he wants with it.
That goal really surprised me because it wasn't as if like to generate that kind of power. You have to like be running to like get that there. He just from the starting position, from standing.
Wow, man. Barcelona have gotten another Messi.
But that's the thing. So we've had Pedri, we've had Gavi, and then the OG of them all. What's his name? The one that was at Brighton. Fati. So I was thinking, I'm like, it's probably going to be the same issue with these guys.
Bro.
But he seems like he's the truth.
No, he's the truth, bro. No, for real, it's the truth. Like before, I was thinking that. I had him on like, they're just going to burn this guy out, and he's going to be one of those failed wannabe projects of replacing Messi. Well, no, this guy is different, bro. Like I'm talking about this guy in itself. He can make something happen out of nothing. Like the whole second half of last season, Barcelona kept bringing him in. It was like, please save us. That's what Barcelona. That's the whole Barcelona was like, just help us, please. Anything you can do, we'll take it.
But he needs a long summer after this though. He needs to
He does. I think
give it like 3 months off.
What you said is right. Is that it depends on the coach who's managing him. They can't burn him out. Because if they do burn it, even with Messi, when Messi stepped into the limelight, he still had the Ronaldinho's that he could still.
Yeah, he had people around him. This one has no one.
He had the Zlatan, he has the Henry, he has the Eto'o, like so it wasn't all on him. And if you're gonna put that kind of pressure on this 16-year-old kid,
He needs to be just like go on vacation for the next 3 months. Like once the season starts, where's Yamal? He's not here.
They need to let him rest. But yeah, you're right. Because if not, then he's going to start getting injuries. And
Yep.
if his body's not having enough time to recover from those injuries because they're like, oh, put in your mouth, put in your mouth. You're right. It might turn into another Pedri, but bruh, this man is different from all those different projects you've talked about, man. Like I'm seeing this guy. This guy don't need nobody. It's like this guy's like pass me the ball. Like it gives me Eden Hazard vibes. Like just give me the ball, I'll make something happen. I don't need anybody
I
around
like
me.
that. I like that. Yes, it gives me Hazard. Yeah.
It's like I don't need
That's what he
anybody
gives.
around me. I'll make it happen. Just what I need you to do is trust me and give me the ball. Like I'm seeing him just like Boba go through the right. And you're like, oh, I got him on the right side. You go inside. And he looks so skinny and frail, boy. He's got body on it. Like he's muscling people.
But so that's Yamal, right? But then
Mhm.
Mbappe had one of the worst
Yeah,
Euros
he had one of the worst
anybody can,
like
can ever have
European
as a
competitions. One
striker.
for him.
0 goals.
One assist, one own goal, 2 assists. I get you. Hold that. Nah, he was bad. And like against in that Spain game also, like there was one time, like I think it was like the dying minute, he had this chance of like, okay, this is your Mbappe moment. Dribble, run all the way, caught in, just finish. My man just booted way over the goal. I was just like, hey, Real Madrid, Project Hazard is loading. Project Hazard is loading because
Nah. If that happens, Real Madrid was nah.
let's take a minute and talk about Mbappe a little bit. And I was thinking about this. I went on a run today, and I was just thinking. I was like, is it that Mbappe is taking on way too much responsibility, and because of that, he's losing focus on what is actually what is the most important to him, which is perfecting your game. Stop worrying about outside politics. Stop worrying about like meeting prime minister, the French prime minister. Just focus on just perfecting your craft. Like be a little finisher, be a sensational player, a guy that can make anything happen. Like is he carrying on too much? Because I saw him in that France team in the French national team, and I saw him with the captain. I was like, bro, you know, captain, you're youngling. Like, how is he a captain
It
when
could be
captain
that.
is
It could be that. It could be that. He's getting too
like,
much
why are you a
too
captain
much
when
on him.
captain is there? Why are you a captain when Griezmann is there? Like, I don't
I
get it.
agree with that. Yes, exactly. Like also it should be, I don't know why would they make because he's the face of the team be given the captaincy.
I'm
Like yeah,
pretty sure
Mbappe
it's
is the
ego.
face,
It's his ego
but
that will not let him rest. Mbappe
yeah,
has this
ego thing.
persona. I thought Ronaldo was bad. Mbappe has it worse. Like Ronaldo during his time at Man U, during his time at Real Madrid, like it was when he started becoming the CR7 brand. Like when he became that guy, that's when his ego reached the level like at where Mbappe is right now. But Mbappe, he has not really achieved much, and maybe the World Cup is what is me. But he's making his ego is like rising more than the talent, and I'm not like, bro, just calm yourself. Let your work speak for you. At one point, because Ronaldo was so arrogant, people started saying, "Oh, this guy is not that. He's just Omar." And Ronaldo went into like I can't remember the season in Real Madrid. He went through a season where it's just like, "I'm just going to show you that I'm the best. I'm the best living little finisher on this earth." And
Yeah,
this guy he made Messi become his younger brother in some seasons. He's like, "Bruh, sit down. Let me show you." Because in some seasons, there are some seasons where, like, because remember that was the stretch when he had those Ballon d'Or winnings, like seasons and stuff like that. Like, he was like, bro, nah, I'm not like, I know you have talent, Messi, but I'm gonna show you what my own determination and hard work will provide, will provide me
yeah.
in regards to results.
I see what you're saying. And with Mbappe, I think my issue is that maybe everything is they're giving him too much power. You could just be
Yeah,
that.
it's give, they,
Club giving too much power. Now the national team's also giving too much power, and
because now I'm
his
like,
ego is
what
just
coach is
getting
going to
higher.
handle him? What coach is going to be like, oh, Mbappe, you're playing right wing today, not left wing? Like, what coach is going to tell him that?
That's a good question. That's a good question
Because
because
the one person that I know, the best man manager that I know of, that I've ever seen, is Ancelotti. Ancelotti is the best man manager. But if Ancelotti cannot handle you, your own is finished.
To get Zidane. To come back Zidane.
You think this one will listen to Zidane? And you know Zidane doesn't like politics. After a while, Zidane just turns off. He's like, "Oh, I'm just going to do my own thing." Or if not, he will just walk out of the team.
Actually, this might lead to issues in that locker room.
Absolutely. I'm seeing a lot right now. Like, where's, like, for example, Mbappe does not like playing from the striker position. They like playing from CM. So he always likes to play on the right wing. So where's Rodrigo going to play?
Or bench. Rodrigo's bench. Rodrigo's going to be the first.
Oh, not even Rodrigo. I mean,
sub.
Vinicius. Where's Vinicius going to play?
Vinicius is playing. One of them is playing left wing. One of them is playing right wing.
So, like,
so Bellingham has to play that center forward, like slash second striker, shadow striker role. So
I just, honestly speaking, I feel like the responsibilities or the responsibility, whether it's been imposed on him or he's the one asking for it, it's surpassing what is supposed to be.
It can't be imposed on him because the French team has people who have been there longer than he has.
Yeah.
Who should be the freaking coach, the captain.
Yeah. So, France disappointed me in that game, but
Wait,
I didn't.
Maurice retires and they give it to Mbappe as captain. Yeah, that makes no sense. I know that thing.
And then when he leaves, then they give Kante, and I'm like, that is supposed to be your captain, not a sub vice captain. Kante is your captain. As long as he steps into that pitch, you hand the handband over to Kante. I get it. Kante is not the most like boisterous person. He's not the loudest person in the room, but his presence alone, like I think Kante being the captain of Chelsea, I think I forgot who was having a dumb moment, probably Havertz, and he looked at Havertz like, bro, cut it off. Like Kante looked like that old dad. It's like,
yo, low key though, I just realized this their team. Oh yeah, Griezmann is there. Yeah, Griezmann should be the captain.
Yeah, Griezmann is there. Yeah, you have Griezmann there. You have Giroud there. Even
Kante. One of us should be the captain.
Yeah, let's say the worst. I would rather give it to Kunde. I would rather give it to Theo Hernandez. There's so many candidates. You cannot tell me that Mbappe is the only one that's there. And there's so many, like even Mike, give it to Mike Mignon.
He probably did it just to appease his ego.
Of course, it's his ego, to appease his ego. All right, we're done with the France versus the Spain.
I think it's almost an hour.
Yeah, we're almost at an hour. Let's talk about the final. Who you got the final?
Who do I have in the final? I think England is going to win it because they have the best team. But Spain is definitely doing something that you're going to root for them. Spain has been a dark horse in this tournament.
Yeah, you're definitely right on that one.
I don't have a. You know what? Logically, it should be England. Heart say Spain.
I say Spain. Head and hearts, all of the above. Because you know why?
I want Kobe Manu to win something.
Yeah, it would be nice. Kopama to.
I want Kobe to have like a great year. The year he became a professional player, he wins the FA Cup and the Euros.
Yeah, that would be nice. But head and heart for me says Spain is going to win.
Yamal winning the Euros at 16, legend, just a legend from there. No, that's it, legend.
Bruh, I see Spain winning that thing because the reason why I say I see Spain is because Rodri is going to lock down that midfield. Spain's defense is fine. It's going to be Saka versus Cucurella. We have seen that in the Premier League. But this brand of Cucurella that I'm seeing, I've never seen this in my life before. The only time I saw it was against Brighton. That's when I saw this Cucurella. He has never played like this for Chelsea. Wallahi talai. Let me use the full Nigerian when Nigerians want to get serious. Wallahi talai. Cucurella, if they ball you well, don't carry this one back into preseason. I'll see what my God will do for you. If my God will not shave that your hair, they will shave that your hair, you will turn to something straight up. You go low cut if you are not careful. Wallahi talai, Cucurella, if they ball you well, Don't carry this your Roberto Carlos form into next season. You will see, because I don't understand what they have done differently to you. In fact, you probably have worse players that are surrounding you other than Rodri. But yet you are playing lighter. Did you see one clip like that where they cross ball to him? He controlled the ball, fell out into the throwing line, stood up, and still controlled and passed it. Cucurella is out here giving assist. I'm like, when have you ever crossed a decent ball in your life as a Chelsea player? When have you ever crossed before? Cucurella cannot cross ball. If you cross ball, you go to the other winger over there. So honestly speaking, going away from Cucurella bounce, I think Spain has what it takes to win it, because that's Nico Williams and Yamin just terrorizing whoever. I don't, because if this placed a 3 at the back, it's even worse for him. You know why? Because Saka and whoever, because he's playing Saka as a right wing back now.
Yes.
He has turned Saka into a right wing back, and he then plays Trippier on the left wing back side. Those two people are toast. He's going to put Saka on the defensive side for a game that is supposed to be attacking more, affecting more of the attacking side. So honestly speaking, that's my own general what do you call it? My own general feeling right now is that Spain.
So what's the scores?
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah. It's going to be 2-1 for a long time, and then England is going to do the all-in. Let's throw the kitchen sink at it, and then Spain is just going to bury it and finish the game. So it's going to be 3-1. I obviously I see England scoring. It's probably going to be like a 1-1 halftime. Spain will score second half.
This and then go like a 1-0 game.
At it, and then Spain's going to be like, that's not going to affect us. We're going to finish this game out.
I see a 1-0 kind of game.
Nah. Not with Spain. I can guarantee you, because Spain don't sit back. Spain is not going to sit back. They're going to go toe to toe with you, and that way they will open you up.
England is not going to do anything. They're going to be camping in their yard and just waiting.
And then Yami will just throw another banger for us. Light that team, man. Light that team from outside. Is it not Pickford? Pickford cannot do anything. He will pick the ball out of the net. That's what he will do. Pickford, pick the ball out of the net. That's what your name says. Pick the ball forward. Anyway, that's my feeling. All right.
Whoever wins, I'm entertained either way.
All right. Quick news. Ruud van Nistelrooy and then some other Dutch guy joined Ten Hag as one of the assistant coaches. That's what they tagged them. I don't know which one's 1 or 2, but they are new assistant coaches that have come and joined forces with Ten Hag. I want to get your thoughts on that. How does this move the needle and keep you optimistic going into the new season ahead?
The Dutch are colonizing Manchester United in the coaching places, in the teams. At this point,
even the players, because now you have Xerxes and De Ligt.
We're colonize that whole team.
I think we should just change people's color from Red Devils to Orange Devils now.
Orange, exactly, at this point.
Orange Devils.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I really don't get it. I don't even know if Van Nistelrooy was even a good coach. I don't even know what his background is. Like, all I know is he used to be a coach somewhere, but like, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
A director somewhere before?
I don't even know, bro.
I thought it was like a director for the Ajax or is it Feyenoord? One of those teams.
Like the Xerxes signing, I like it. Money, it's not too much money being spent. It's a young player. That one makes sense. This Van Nistelrooy signing, I don't even know if I should be overwhelmed, underwhelmed. I don't even know what to do. So when you ask the question, the needle did not move. The needle didn't even shake.
He stayed in the same position.
Same position. There was no movement. So I'm just like, we go see.
Yeah, I think Ruud van Nistelrooy was, let me see, wasn't he like the coach of PSV or something like that? Yeah, he was the coach of, excuse me, he was the coach of PSV. Then he came from the PSV under 19, then the under 23, I guess, or the 21. Then now he became the coach. He coached them for 2021. PSV, coach PSV for 2021, 20, 20, yeah, 2022 to 2023 season. I think he resigned actually. So that's not a good sign.
That's why I'm just like I don't really care because
That's
I
not
don't
a good
even know. I don't know what to expect.
And the season he coached them, he didn't do bad. He was like second. The season he coached them, I think.
I'm just gonna
So
wait until the season starts and then make because honestly, I really don't think was the word like assistant coaches really make you into a greater team. It might just be
mm,
like, okay, all right, it makes you into a better team, but like if you're bad, you're bad. Make you a little bit better. But let's see. I don't know. I really don't know. But
all right.
I know one of the issues I said the players had was that like it was basically bad cop, bad cop. So maybe Venice now becomes the good cop because the issues are like Ten Hag, you're a bad cop. Your number two is also a bad cop. So maybe now Venice becomes a good cop, and well, let's see.
All right. Then the next thing I want to talk about, you have two new possible signing. You have Zexi from Bologna. I don't know if I'm butchering his name. I
Bologna,
currently.
yes,
And then we have the lead coming from Bayern Munich.
and
Oh,
Ugarte from PSG. What else?
is Ugarte confirmed or is just a rumor? Because PSG is going
Rumor.
to sign. He just
The,
signed for PSG like last season, last summer.
last season, yeah, but it seems like Enrique wants a much more like a Roger kind of player, and Ugarte is more of
Doesn't that guy
a
feel so foolish now? Pochettino wanted him. He said, "Nah, I'm going to go to PSG for more money." After one season, you're already getting kicked out.
it's okay. We will use him well. We have
Yeah.
Minu next to him.
Anyway, you need him. You need
But
him.
to your question, every single player that we have been linked to so far with concrete links, which is these three players. I have no qualms, no issues with them. In fact, I've liked all of them, and the prices
I
have
have
been
problems with
normal.
delete though. Delete went from Ajax to Juventus, which I thought was a very, very horrible move. Once I saw that deal, I was like, bro, you just wasted your you have wasted your life going into that league. How you're a young player and you're the first thing you're doing is going into a Serie A. Like you go there when you're in your mid-age, when you're like trying to revitalize your career, not when you're a young player, you go into Juventus. I don't know whatever they promised you.
Okay,
End up couldn't secure a starting lineup in Juventus squad because he kept losing out to the oldies, the Chiellinis and the Bonucci's, and then ends up getting shipped all the way to Bayern, goes to Bayern, and for some weird reason, you are not trusted enough to be paired with Upamecano. They end up signing Kim Min-jae from Napoli to replace something that is supposed to be your own like nobody's supposed to like be contending with you. You're supposed to own that. So now I'm like, you have gone to two big clubs and you have not really made a difference. Like Bayern doesn't want to keep him. They want to sell him.
but the fans want to keep him,
Yeah, the fans want to keep him for
which to me is a
maybe
plus.
it's because he's a good player. Maybe it's just nice to the fans. Maybe he takes a lot of selfies with them. Maybe. But if two coaches have gone through that Bayern team and nobody's giving you a secured, like, you're going to be our guy, I don't even know how many games he played in the Bayern team, but it gives me cause for concern a little bit because I'm just like, there's nothing that makes you stand out. You're just one of them. The last thing Man U needs right now, you don't need a because even did he even wait, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Let me check something real quick. The list is not even starting
Nah, he
for
can't.
the Netherlands squad.
He can't. Oh, who would this start? Who would this start over? Who would this start over?
Devril. Why is it not starting over Devril?
The right is still a very good player.
For where? Why is he not playing in what is it? What's it called? Inter Milan.
Yes,
So if you put a squad together and you have Van Dijk, Delete, De Vrij. You're gonna take De Vrij and Van Dijk. Not put delete.
Hold on, is De Vrij okay? Is Van Dijk, De Vrij, Botman, Newcastle, and then Delete.
You're gonna take Botman over delete?
Hell yeah, that is great.
And they're about to charge you like 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 60 or 70 million.
It's like 45. If it's 60, we know.
Oh,
60,
we'll
if it's
see.
60, we have Botman at home.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. I think we have come to the end of our episode today. If you're stuck with us this long, please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow our channels.